gracious. Good morning, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of a Thought number 1199. I'm supposed to read my Sunday series, Grass Soup, and the book has traveled from my table somewhere, and I can't find my book. I'm sorry. So today we're going to go and read a few quotes. I thought that we would read some quotes from Good Morning, Mandy Olekshi is what I see. Olekshi. How are you? It's the first time I'm able to learn how to do these things on Facebook and StreamYard. And here's the little kitty cat. Okay. Cuteness factor here. Okay, good. The 20th century, there is no moniker more ubiquitous than Albert Einstein. Yes, I am reading. And science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. He says that. Now, religion without science means you can't faithfully repeat something in a different lab by different people with the same conditions. And religion without science is blind. It really is. He says, I speak to everyone the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. I do that now too, because I learned it off of somebody put it into Star Trek. And that was a show. Good morning, John Clark. How are you? Oh my gosh. I'm learning how to do this and I didn't find grass soup. I'm so sorry. So we're quoting Albert Einstein and a cinematographer named Zhang Yimou. Okay, so Albert Einstein says, any fool can know. The point is to understand. Okay, now there is another one about you are courting a nice girl. An hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. E equals mc squared was by Albert Einstein. So that's relativity, he says. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Stop biting me. Thank you. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Interesting, huh? If you are out to describe the truth, leave elegance to the tailor. And then, lastly, he says, it is strange to be known so universally and yet to be so lonely. Interesting. Oh, maybe it's under the computer? Hold on. No, it's not under first. No, the book is not there. Okay, so one more from Albert Einstein. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. He is very close to knowing the secrets of Chinese Qigong, because in Chinese Qigong, a boy should go with what he thinks when he's 6 years old, and a girl should go with what she thinks when she is 5 years old. And so if you think back to your perspective of those ages, you can realize that you have a very long life, because from the perspective of a 6-year-old, 80 years is a very long time. So, okay. Now, Zhang Yimou was born. Okay, Albert Einstein was actually born on March 14th in 1849 and died in 1955. I think it was like that. Zhang Yimou was born on the 14th of November 1951. He is a Chinese film director, producer, writer, and actor, and former cinematographer. He has won numerous awards and recognitions with 3 Academy Award nominations for Best Foreign Language Film for Judo in 1990, Raise the Red Lantern in 1991. I saw that. And Hero in 2003. One of Zhang's recurrent themes is the resilience of Chinese people in the face of hardship and adversity, which that book goes into a lot of, a theme which has been explored in such films as To Live, 1994. I saw that, and Not One Less in 1999. His films are particularly noted for their rich use of color, as can be seen in some of his early films. So, I want to describe 2 of the films that I saw of his. Um, Raise the Red Lantern was where this woman gets married to a guy who has already 3 other wives. She gets married to him, and one of the wives, the third wife, has an affair with somebody. And toward the end of the show, they kill her. They take her away and kill her. And he has to, whenever he raises a red lantern in front of the house of one of the girls, that's the woman he sleeps with that night. So when this fourth one, she sees the woman that plays it is very beautiful. She sees the people dragging away the third wife and blindfolding her and gagging her. And good morning, Liz Rose Cantara. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I have to get this cat out of my way. Stop it, Vera. And it would be her fate if she had done the same thing. So they do take her away and they stop it. And they do take her, stop it. They do take her away. And so she goes crazy. Um, the fourth one, she goes crazy because there's some kind of conflict in the story. I can't remember. Anyway, so then Not One Less is about a class of children that go to the city from the countryside to visit, and one of the kids gets lost, and they have to find him. So that's the Not One Less theme. So, fiction film is really different from documentary in this aspect. It is less objective because the director expresses a subjective point of view with the movie. I would like the movie to look like a documentary, look real. And that one is something he said in 1999. Okay, here's another very long quote. Okay, he says, ouch, I think being popular is a tool instead of a purpose. One has to use a tool to express what he wants to express. Movies from the West sometimes are using this as a purpose for a high market value. Their movies are made to be trendy so that they could attract a great number of people, and in turn, they will make money that way. This is a universal feature in the industry, but for me, I do not feel that it is enough if you just want to make something so that it will be popular. I have to express what I want to say. I probably would refuse to make such a film, to cast a movie. I have to find myself, to express what I want to say. Being popular for me is a process to make more and more people accept your ideas. For the movies I make, I try my best to make them popular, to make the audience accept it naturally. This is important, but I do not mean the other extreme, to only express what you want to say and neglect the public. This could end up as something just cherished by the artist. I think we are part of the mass, not higher than people. I do not page. Think possessing the quality of being popular is something to lose face over. It is a style. It would work for the movies if and only if I am able to express what I want to say and use popularity as a tool. So he did this in April 1999, and he says, as I said, a work should be unique in idea. I think many Hollywood movies reflect a simple world outlook instead of putting emphasis on the breakthrough of the content, the symbolic aspect. They stress other entertainment elements to attract an audience, such as a sensational approach and a high technological skill. They carry a high price tag and sometimes are very well done with love scenes and action. But in terms of artistic value, the symbolic meaning of the movies and uh, there's the symbolic meaning of the movies. Some of them, not all, are kept plain. They may just draw lines of moral value, such as struggles between good and evil, something that's Star Wars, something we are educated about once and for all in high school. I think movies should have more than just these. They should touch more varieties of the society, different aspects of life, and reflect people. They are more for development, more to explore. Of course, this is only my personal view. Each person may have their own view. So, yeah, if you're walking behind a cat, ouch, you see a view, a certain view. Okay. Oh, these are some good interview items. Um, so he also says it's hard to tell where inspiration comes from. Very often, it comes when you least expect it. Perhaps you get a tiny detail or specific image in your mind, and you find that image beautiful. Or sometimes inspiration comes from another person, something that another person says or does moves you. You find yourself touched, and the feelings give you an idea you can use and develop. And sometimes the ideas come from watching other people's works and or movies because I really love to go to the movies myself. That's what Yimou says. He's got a lot of quotes. I was gonna read a lot of quotes, but it looks like the time isn't allowing me to do it. I want to inspire people to have a good day and educate a little bit, if there is anything, and impart a little bit of good wisdom and entertain you a little bit. And since I can't find my darn book, I'm so sorry. I had to go into quotes today instead. So we'll see how things go next Sunday to find that book. Grass Soup. It's around here somewhere. I know it hasn't been thrown away. Oh, golly. I don't know where it is. So that's my life today. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Old Kinderhook. Bye bye.